What is Ryan in the heck talking about? Which is a game where the band tries to interpret my lyrics. So I will read some lines from one of our songs, and you guys will attempt to explain what those lyrics are about. You ready for this?
Yep.
Stacy, this is your first time doing this? This, I think, will be well, I've said this before and I was proven wrong. But I think this is going to be an easy one. One, because the song is very short. And two, because there's nothing super controversial or complicated, I think. We'll see. It is called, one of our newest songs, Gone Downhill. All right? So, here we go. Let's start with verse 1. You ready? I was born with my feet firm on the ground. Up was up and down was always down. Then she fell into my life, and now I can feel the reliability of the law of gravity has gone downhill. Thoughts?
I think you're saying that, like, you're born a very logical person. Like, you just are naturally logical. And then, I'm assuming the she is, like, your wife?
Better hope so.
I don't know. Maybe it was a daughter. No, just kidding. I don't know.
That's true, actually.
Well, could be. Anyways.
Maybe.
Well, now I don't know. But my initial thought was it was your wife, and she came into your life, and you were like, love is not always, like, logical, or, like, you just, like, follow your heart.
Dang.
That's my guess.
Where have you been on this show? That was really good.
Really?
There's just a bunch of dumb guys here before.
Seriously. No, but that was by far the most on point analysis I've heard on this show.
Really?
Well, that was good. And it's actually funny that you bring up my daughter, because I was actually just thinking the other day about how, like, that would apply. Like, it's like maybe even more than falling in love is like having a daughter. But yeah, girls are tricky. Anyway, any other thoughts on this one?
I was going to say the same thing she said, so.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the verse dos.
I'll go first next time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's very easy. What goes up must surely fall in time. And I want to redo that line. What goes up must surely fall in time. And I must lose everything that I call mine. Nevertheless, here she rests in my arms still, and the predictability of the law of gravity has gone downhill.
Yeah, I think this goes with the first verse. I think they're very similar, where it's just everything is kind of flipped on its head, I guess. The reality that you were used to, everything's different. When that person comes into your life. And I like the dual meaning there of your wife or your daughter. I think that's especially resting in your arms. I like that.
Yes.
About Allie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. For sure. Stacy, you seem to have a enlightened feeling on your look on your face right now.
What I got from it is I must lose everything that I call mine, that, like, life happens. Either your wife will die, maybe your kids die before you, hopefully not, or that you die. But right now, you have your wife, you have your family, and so you're just, living in the moment with that.
That's good.
That's what I took.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing to add to that, unless you have additional thoughts. Okay, last verse. This is going to be fast. Look at this. Verse 3. I know bodies in space cast unseen ties, linking them through the dark and starry skies. But from that hour it seems their power has gone downhill, as the real intensity of her field of gravity is all I feel. Stacy, what?
I don't know why this one is, like, different in my brain. I can't.
It's kind of a critical typo.
Oh.
But from that hour, their power, it seems their power has gone downhill.
I think in maybe a little bit of a more obvious way, it's kind of like your world kind of starts to revolve around that person in a way. Like, I feel like I
Sorry, I didn't mean to put pressure
she can't
on
come
you.
back to these. She's got too good of an insight on
Those-
these
they were
songs, and
good.
now I'm overthinking everything I say now.
I don't mean to put pressure on you. It's fine. And you have had great insights in the past, dude. I just, right out of the gate, she did a good job.
Yeah, I think that's the literal gravity is what I am kind of honing in on with this one, is it just kind of the center of the world changes, I guess. The center of the galaxy, in a way.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. No, I'd agree. Like, it is talking more about, like, the actual gravity, because, like, the bodies in space, I'm assuming, are, like, the celestial bodies of space, so, like, the planets and stuff. So they have gravity, and so it's just talking about gravity, how it's unseen, but it's still a power that's there.
Okay, so the fact that you use celestial bodies, I used that word the other day, and Allie was like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
Really?
she thought I was talking about, like, heavenly bodies, like body. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like celestial.
Like the way that there's a
Yes.
pun in the Lego movie. It's stupid, but in the Lego, have you seen the Lego movie?
That's
My
shocking.
family likes it more than probably.
I feel
Why?
like you would have seen the Lego movie.
Why?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Just a nerd that way.
there's the part where Lando, the Millennium Falcon shows up, and then like Han Solo's all like, we're in the wrong system. What happened? But then Lando's like, I don't know. Maybe we are in the right system because I see a celestial body, and he's referring to the main girl, whatever her name is. So like that pun kind of plays on it. But anyway,
Okay.
Stacy or Allie did not understand what I was talking
Interesting.
about.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I use that all the time.
yeah, you're right. And I like that concept of, obviously gravity at its simplest. The simplest definition of gravity is just it's a law of attraction, right? That's why I'm talking about ties that link them through the dark and starry skies. Even though we're, very far away from the sun, that gravitational pull is what's keeping us in orbit. It is a law of attraction. We're technically falling towards the sun, but we're just moving at such a pace that it keeps us from falling any closer to the sun. It's kind of a weird sideways fall, perpetual fall, right? Anyway, so that obviously links, aligns really well with just attraction in general between human beings, right? But not necessarily in a exclusively physical attraction. It's like a literal principle of human beings being drawn towards each other, right? Their souls. That's kind of the idea. But yeah, it's good. Any other thoughts before we move on? Okay. I just let me stroke my ego a little bit for a minute. But did you notice the little phrases or terms I throw in there that correlate with the subject matter of like gravity and stuff? Like I just want to geek out about this just for a second because I feel proud of this. Obviously, like this is the first verse is kind of obvious, right? But like just the fact that I put she fell into my life, and now I can feel the reliability. Like just putting "fell" in there, it's obviously not literally that she fell into my life, but that is a gravitational term, right? We fall because of gravity. Anyway, that's a simple one. But the next one, nevertheless, here she rests in my arms still. Rests, as in Newton's law of physics. An object at rest stays at rest until acted upon. Anyway, that's just a little nugget I threw in there, and I'm proud of it. Obviously, fall is in there again. What goes up must fall. And then obviously just, there's several phrases here, like bodies. Again, a body at rest. Bodies in space, right? Yeah, that's all.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Thanks.
You've got a knack for it.